4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, McNabb. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And now it's blocked.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. Now they'll throw with Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And that's complete to Wolford. And an alley to run. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Red 18. You got 4.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Carr to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
4 down. 4 down. Here we go. Wide and Yates. Wide and Yates.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree from 3 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, They're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. You've got to take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. It's caught. Baldwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now it's McNabb. Steps away. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now McNabb. That's caught at the 2. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So the D-line's going to spread out. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. First half in the books. You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a first down throw, McNabb. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Out of the gun, McNabb. That's caught at the 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Second down, McNabb. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Donovan McNabb with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And he's got it up and through. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go back to Murray on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On the ground, this is Halou. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun now on third down, Carr, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. Now 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Returnable for Lockett. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go! 1-9!
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 minutes remain in what's been a riveting Super Bowl 51. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it'll be Dorsett. And he's going to fight it. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go. 90.
And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL.